Hi everyone and welcome to Germany for Student channel. Today is lesson number 30 of A2 level of German language course, and today we are going to cover a topic of past tense in German language. Past tense in German language is called Präteritum, and it is very rarely used in spoken German. However, it is very frequently used in written German whenever we want to talk about any events that have happened in the past and we want to talk about these past events, then we make use of past in German language. So it is very frequently used in newspaper and novels, etc. But in spoken German, past tense is very rarely used. So let's see how we can make past tense in German language. The most important thing in order to make past sentences in German language is to use the correct form of German verbs. There are different types of German verbs like weak verbs, strong verbs, etc. And I have covered one example of each type of these two verbs. Let's start with weak verb. And the example for that I have taken is lernen, which means learn. If the subject is ich, then lernen becomes lernte, which means I learned. If the subject is du, then lernen becomes lerntest in past, which means you learned. Sie lernten, second person formal. Sie, es lernte. Wir lernten, we learned. Ihr lerntet, you people learned. Sie lernten, again you people, but in case of formal. Sie, they learned. So these are different forms of lernen verbs in past tense. So you can see that here is a certain pattern which we have to apply in order to make different conjugations for different subjects. Like the stem remains same and the next part of the verb is changed depending on the subject of the sentence. So you can apply this pattern to some extent on all the weak verbs. However, there are some exceptions. Therefore, it is important that you learn all the past form of all the weak verbs so that you don't make any mistake in case of exceptions. Now, let's have a look at an example of strong verb like gehen. So if I have a verb gehen and I want to use it in past tense, just like English language where we have to use go, went, gone. In German language, we cannot apply that pattern that we have learned in the previous slide on strong verbs. Here we have to follow a different pattern in order to make the past form of the verb. So if the subject is ich, gehen will become ging, I went. Du gingst, you went. Sie gingen, you went, again formal second person. Er, sie, es ging, wir gingen, we went. Ihr gingt, you people went. Sie gingen, you people went in a formal way. Sie gingen, they went. So this is the pattern you have to follow in case of strong verbs. Again, I would say it is very important that you learn the past form of all the verbs. Just take a list of it and learn through all the verbs. Now let's have a look at the sentences, how we can make past sentences from the present sentences. I have taken example of a simple present tense just to show you that what changes we have to make when we convert a present sentence into past sentence. So if I have a present sentence, ich fahre nach Berlin, I travel to Berlin, where I put subject at the first position. At second position, I have used verb and I have conjugated according to subject of sentence ich. So fahren becomes fahre, and then comes object, preposition, adjective, etc. Here we have used nach Berlin, to Berlin. If I want to make past sentence, I want to say I traveled to Berlin, then I have to simply replace the present form of verb to the past form of the verb, and the rest of the sentence will remain same. So ich fahre nach Berlin will become ich fuhr nach Berlin. I traveled to Berlin. Let's have a look at another example in present. Die Kinder essen Äpfel. The children are eating apples. Now, if I want to convert it into past sentence, I would say Die Kinder aßen Äpfel. So what I have done is I have kept the subject of sentence same, object will remain same, and I have to replace the present form of verb into past form of verb. Present example, Sie bittet mich eine Auskunft. Let's have a look at another example. Sie bittet mich eine Auskunft. She requests me for an information. Auskunft means information, and bitten is a German verb which means request. And whenever we use this bitten verb, then we have to use preposition for something that we are requesting, and we have requested here for an information. So before that, we have to use this preposition. If I want to convert this sentence into past, I will say, Sie bat mich eine Auskunft. She requested me for an information. So we have kept complete sentence structure same. We have simply replaced the present form with the past form. Another example in present, der Student bringt das Buch zurück. The student brings the book back. Now, if we want to convert it into past, we will say, der Student brachte das Buch zurück. The student brought the book back. So again, we have kept the sentence structure same. We have only replaced the present form of verb with the past form of the verb. So bringen has brachte, the past form for the subject dash student, and this is what we have used. I hope this simple lesson will give you an overview about how to make sentences in past. I hope it is clear to you now. If you have any question, put them in the comment, and see you in the next video. Bye.